Hello everyone, this is Michelle Patterson here with Angel Souls, and this is your weekly Angel Oracle card reading for the week beginning February 20th, 2017. I think for this week we're going to use the Messages from Your Angels deck by Doreen Virtue, and of course pulling a crystal card from, I want to make sure I get this right, the Healing Oracle Crystal Reading Cards by Rochelle Sharman. That's a lot to say every week. All right, so if you want to get a personal reading with me, just go to my website at angelsouls444.com. The services page. As soon as you get done submitting your payment, you should be directed back to a thank you page, okay? And that would be where you need to fill out your submission form. We talked about this last week. That's actually how I know who's next in line. So if you don't fill out that submission form, you're not really securing your place in line, okay? What else shall we say? Patreon. Yeah, if you want to support me on Patreon, I will leave all that information down below. And of course, Gumroad. Let's talk about Gumroad. Courses. A lot of you have asked for me to start doing an archangel series, kind of letting you know what archangel to call upon for certain things, and of course maybe adding on a meditation to each one of those as well. I'm going to be working on those hopefully in the next few weeks or so. I have to get caught up on some other things first, but of course there are extra readings up there, other courses, how to read oracle cards, how to perceive your angels. It's all over at Gumroad. And I think for March, yeah, I think we're going to do the releasing blocks. So that's going to be the sort of the theme for the extra readings coming up here shortly. So let's get to it. Got my good cards here. Let's see what's coming up for us for February 20th. Oh, I wish you guys could see the sky because I sit right in front of this window here so I can get some natural light. And it is just so extraordinary. As soon as I'm done recording here, I am going to go out for probably a hike. All right. Yeah, we should just pause here for just a moment because they did want me to mention that some people are getting a little too obsessed with angels, and people are thinking that angels are the only things that they can be into, or you know what I'm saying, it's like it's becoming trendy almost. And the angels are wanting you to remember that they are not to be worshipped, and that they're just one of many beautiful benevolent beings that are out there to help us. So don't forget about your ascended masters, light beings. There are beings all over the place that can offer a good bit of guidance. All right, so let's get to it here. Let's pull some cards. No? I was about to pull a card and they're like, no. Okay, Fiona, getting out of your own way, taking care of yourself. Oh, that one wants to come out. Okay, we're going to talk about this. Being at the end of a phase in our existence. All right, and that goes like worldwide, guys, because we're coming out of the Piscean age and going into the age of Aquarius. So, okay, it's all about taking care of yourselves and allowing necessary changes to occur. Okay. So, and there's lawn work going on in the background, sorry. So the first card we have, excuse me, the first card we have is Fiona. Now that you've asked the angels for help, be open to receiving divine guidance and assistance. You deserve heaven's help. So a lot of times, we're a very controlling kind of species, I think. Like, we're always trying to make something happen, accomplish. And as somebody who does personal readings, one of the things that I get all the time is, what am I doing wrong? How can I do it better? How can I improve my life? Or this is a popular one too. If you have anything going on in your life, people are like, oh, you drag that in because you didn't manifest properly or you didn't do something right. We always think of everything as black or white, right or wrong. And what this is saying is to release all of that duality kind of thinking, you know what I mean? And embrace what can come to you very unexpectedly. Yeah, so don't dismiss anything that's coming up for you this week as, oh, that can't possibly be because that doesn't go in accordance with my plan. It's not going to. All right. So embrace whatever help is coming your way. The way that if you do feel like you got to be doing something, right? Here's what it is. So we have Teresa next, and it says, time out. You've been so busy taking care of everyone else's needs, but now it's time to stop and take care of yourself. So get out of your own way, like that first card is saying, and just decompress. Allow yourself a minute, all right, to just take care of you. And this doesn't mean that you have to like get nasty with the people around you, be like, please, I need a minute for myself. Okay, you don't need to go down that road. But really start, this is a week of retreating a little bit. Just stand down, especially if other people are trying to drag you into their drama, their nonsense, whatever the case may be. Just really give yourself some time to step back and just some time of solitude, rest up a little bit, and then you'll be ready to come back into the world a little bit later. But this is not a week to push. This is not a week to try to make things happen, like we were saying with the Fiona card. Okay, so I'm thinking that because this almost makes me feel like you have to get yourself ready to handle something. Yes? Now I know we were just saying like don't push, don't try to achieve anything, but I think what this is saying is get ready for the beautiful and the unexpected. Okay, and you need to be in that tranquil place in order to recognize it. Okay, so if you're somebody who, you're having problems in a relationship with your kids, with a job, with your home situation, whatever the case may be, if you get too wound up in the problem, you're going to miss the solution. Okay, all right. And here's what we have going on. This is why it might be a little uncomfortable for some of us this week. It's Caressa. You are at the end of a cycle in your life. Call upon your angels to comfort you and to guide you to your next step. Happiness awaits you now. All right. So let go of the old, guys. If you keep hanging on to the old way of thinking, I'm telling you, like even old paradigm kind of things, I don't want to get too far into it because I do have some examples that are popping up in my head, but they would be very controversial. But I've had people, just suffice it to say, I've had people getting on my How I Met Archangel Gabriel video. And, they tend to be very, you could tell they're very into organized religion. I consider myself a religious person. I've said before, I'm not religious. But what I mean by that is not in an organized religion sense. But as far as religious about, what I believe in and connecting with God, and I am a Christian, these sorts of things, I do go along that route. But I'll have people who want to come at me and say, oh, I just had a comment there the other day. Oh, you're talking about angels and not Jesus? Watch out. Or, accusing me of talking to demons or, you hear all kinds of things. And that is just, excuse me, that's people hanging on to the old paradigm. They're, they've been, kind of conditioned to think a certain way, and then they think everybody else should think, along those same lines. And if you don't, sometimes they'll come out, to help you just see the light, well, the light according to you may not be the light according to me. And so we're coming into this, we're letting that, again, it's the duality. We're letting that phase out a little bit. And again, I could get into the whole political thing that's going on here in the United States. I mean, we could go on and on about how divided we are becoming. But this is saying, let that old stuff go. Let the old way go. Stop trying to be right about everything, right? And again, retreat, relax, and collect your thoughts on things, okay, without overthinking. All right. So then the final card we have before we get on to the crystal card is Bethany. All right. So it says, when you take excellent care of yourself, everybody benefits. Let me try that again. When you take excellent care of yourself, everybody benefits. Give yourself a relaxing treat today, such as a massage, sea salt bath, or pedicure. And it goes right along with this Teresa card. Okay? Stop the fighting, guys. Stop trying to get everybody on board with how you think and how you think things should be. That's duality consciousness. Okay? Start opening up your perspective. This is a beautiful time too. Like thank you. They're saying this is a beautiful time of self-discovery. So patterns that have been ingrained in you just as an individual, whatever happened in your childhood or whatever, you have a chance this week to really have some breakthrough with that, where it's like, okay, I know I don't have to worry about everything. That was something that my mother taught me. Or, this isn't about blaming mom about everything. We tend to do that as a society. But, just understanding that was her path or what have you. Or dad was too strict with me, or, whatever the case may be. Again, it's not about blaming. It's just about recognizing, acknowledging, accepting, and going, okay, well, now I'm free. And if that means I have to go off and detoxify a little bit, let me do that. And then, of course, I can accept the end of a cycle and accept whatever is coming in, whatever the angels are going to be helping me with. And remember, you have your spirit guides, you have, your totem animals. You have all these beautiful spiritual beings who can be out there helping you right now. Okay. So let's get the crystal card going. It's funny, I just picked up the deck here, and at the bottom, it's a master teacher card. It's a soul connection crystal, lovers. But maybe, I don't want to mess with my frame, but my shirt actually has a big heart on it, and it has like heart on the sleeves here. I don't know if you can see that, but it actually says lovers. And so it matches what is on the bottom of the deck. So if that means something to you, or you want it to mean something to you, run with it, okay? But if you're somebody who's sitting there, and I'm going to say this too, if you're somebody who's sitting there, what's floating around? All these distractions, what's happening? Somebody's trying to keep me from doing my work. I'm not having it. I'm going to keep on keeping on. But if you're somebody who's sitting there going, oh, I want love, this is hard to hold up a whole deck. There we go. And you're just desperate to find love, you're not going to find love. Okay? If you're giving into societal conditioning that says, oh, if you're single, you should be sad, you're not going to find love. Okay? Trust me, I have lived as a single person for a very long time. Yes, I would love to have my true, love partner to come in like right now. I'm ready for it. But that's come from after years and years and years of being on my own and embracing it and getting to know myself and getting strong within that knowledge. So I'm not going to be susceptible to more abusive partners. I won't handle that. Or settling. I'm not going to be doing that. So I don't know, that just sort of kind of came up. So if you're somebody sitting there and you're just desperate for love, you have to work on you first. You have to get comfortable in your own skin, being your individual expression of the universe. Okay, come to terms with that. And if you're looking around and thinking that life is too hard or it's not perfect or whatever, it's not supposed to be. Okay, so let's let that go. Again, don't expect perfect. It's never going to happen, because if it were perfect, you wouldn't need to be in a human body. All right, so here we go. Fluorite, learning. So again, here we go. You're learning what's in your heart. You're learning how to shift. You're learning how to, again, let go of things that are no longer serving you so that you can move forward in a peaceful way, okay? In a very peaceful way. And this fluorite feels like the heart radiating and finding that you are already abundant. Like abundance is not something you have to strive for. It's already here. Okay, so there's that. I feel like I want to get another card out of here though. Yeah, let me see. So embrace the learning, okay? Embrace that you don't have all the answers. And that's what they're saying. If you sit in quiet meditation, okay, so let's talk about that too. Even when people meditate, a lot of times they're expecting something to happen. They're expecting the answers to come forward, or I'm going to do a quick meditation on manifesting and I expect the results right away. Remember, the universe is super intelligent, in case you didn't know. Sorry for all the coughing. It's still just hanging in there. But the universe is intelligent, and if for your highest good something needs to be delayed, or again with the example of a love partner, maybe your love partner isn't completely there yet. You know what I mean? Like, we have to be patient and know that spirit has our best interests at heart. Okay, so we have spirit quartz music. The reason why I'm laughing is because I've been going on and on and on about solfeggio, SOLFEGGIO, sound healing. I've been using my tuning forks. I've been really doing this, and the 528 hertz actually has been something I've been really tuning into. But be careful what you're listening to, guys. All right? A lot of mainstream music has tones in it that are meant to control you. I know. Oh, Michelle, are you becoming a conspiracy theorist? No, honey, I'm just looking at what's right in our face. And I'm finally going, you know what? I'm not afraid to speak up about it. So be careful what you're listening to, especially the lyrics. Everyone gets all up in arms about certain lyrics and songs and they want to go fighting it. And then yet there's, the way women are referred to in some music. It's just not okay. It's just not okay. Or songs that are all about like betray your partner, cheat, or steal, take what's yours. There's a lot of mind control that's going on through the music. So be very careful with that. Again, I'm not going to hold these cards up again, but this is a week of taking care of yourself. So unplug from what you're used to and start plugging into something that can actually help the energy system around you, the energy grid around you, that can you know, sort of open the lines for you to tap into a higher intelligence and a higher consciousness, and you know, really tap into spirit and understand deep and profound things about yourself. It may not be a week where you get answers about the job, the love partner. I mean, maybe you could, but it's going to be more about discovering you. All right? So roll with that. And don't put too much pressure on yourself to make something happen this week. All right, guys. So there it is. I am sending you so much love, and take care.